The biggest royal interview for decades is getting the Netflix treatment, and Virgin Radio were on hand to chat to all the biggest stars at the world premiere of Scoop. The drama is based on the book of the same name by former Newsnight producer Sam McAlister, who was instrumental in bringing Prince Andrew in front of the cameras for the now infamous BBC interview. Scoop details how presenter Emily Maitlis, Sam and the BBC team were able to bag one of the most historic Newsnight interviews to date. Speaking at the red carpet, Billie Piper, who played Sam in Scoop, revealed what the key was for getting into character.
Martinis? Well, I spent a lot of time with her actually, and I learned very quickly that she is obviously very talented, very bright, but she's also very kind. And I feel like the reason that interview happened at all, and the reason they clinched it, was because of her warmth and I want to say non-judgment. I think he probably responded very well to that, and that's probably why he said yes ultimately. It was her skill set. And on top of all that, she's just like iconic, right? She's got icon status written in the stars.
Gillian Anderson took on the coveted role of Emily Maitlis, and there were also some small details that helped her to embody the BBC journalist on screen.
You know, part of it definitely is the holding of the big pen and gesticulating with her left hand and right-handed, you know, that. But, you know, she's interesting because sometimes she talks very fast, and sometimes she slows everything right down. And so it was, you know, it was feeling confident in being able to give both versions of that without feeling that I was playing a different, you know, that it was somebody else. But she's quite funny, and I feel like we get a couple of moments in the film where you get to see, you know, some of that humour too, because she's funny and she smiles and laughs a lot. But this was actually, you know, on the one hand quite a serious story that we were telling. So anyway, I feel like everybody is drawn out really well, and you get a good sense of everyone, and it does right by.
Thank you so much.
On playing Prince Andrew, Rufus Sewell revealed the voice of the royal was his entryway into the role.
For a long time I studied and worked on his voice, because there's a lot of what he wants to be and what he wants to put across and how he sees himself in his voice. This is a strange mixture of kind of blokey and kind of colloquial and kind of loose, and then a couple of really sharp Windsor sounds that he shares with his brother and Princess Anne. But no one sounds quite like him, and if you just do general posh, it doesn't sound like him. Yeah, it took a while to pin down something that was comfortable for me. I forget what other people think, because other people might decide that it's not posh enough or something, but it felt enough like I could forget it and it still reminded me of him. And it was the same with the physicality, and the same, you know.
And finally, the woman behind it all, Sam McAlister, revealed how she had a rather emotional reaction to seeing Billie playing her on the big screen.
We spent a lot of time together. She was really generous with her time. It's a big responsibility playing a real person, particularly one that's alive and can give feedback. Not that I would dare. If I did give feedback, my feedback would be that the performance was so brilliant that I cried when I saw it. I'm hugely grateful to Billie for taking so much time to do justice to this story and, in a sense, to me. And, you know, I could not be more grateful for her hard work and the incredible performance that she puts in this movie.
For more red carpet news and entertainment stories, head on over to virginradio.co.uk.